School. Today is October 7th, 2020, and it is an A Day. There is a special Week of Respect message on YouTube. Click the link below to check it out.
Operation Smile is having a virtual interest meeting on Thursday, October 8th from 2:35 to 3 o'clock. Operation Smile is a worldwide organization dedicated to providing free surgeries for children with cleft conditions. If interested, please follow our Instagram at SPFHS_OS for more information on how to attend the meeting. We hope to see you there.
Attention juniors and seniors. Want to find out more about your favorite colleges? Admissions representatives are currently holding virtual information sessions with SPFHS students.
To all students interested, Thursday's JSA meeting will be discussing the following issue. Chinese transactions regarding TikTok should be banned in the United States. The meeting will be held Thursday, October 8th at 3:30. Please contact Mr. Sack for the Google Classroom code to join the meeting.
Welcome to a new segment called Pet of the Week. This week, we will be highlighting Maura Leahy's adorable pets. Maura has a dog named Luna, who is 4, and 2 cats named Bruno and Kona, who are both 1. They are truly the most perfect pets.
Hi, I'm Lucy, and today I'm here with Maddie Starosa.
And we're here with freshmen Amanda Baylock and Maddie Beauregard. And how has freshman year been for you so far?
I'd say so far it's been pretty good. It's been easy to adjust to, especially since we ended the year online.
I would say it started out pretty slow. Now the work is catching up a little bit, so.
There's a possibility that we might go back to school in November. Is there any class that you're most looking forward to?
I'd say probably consumer finance because it's been the most fun to do online, so I'm kind of just excited to see how it plays out in school.
I would say math because I feel like in school it'd be easier to learn and know more things and ask questions and everything. It'll just be easier.
And then is the workload more or less than you expected?
I feel like it started easier, but as we start to enter the middle of the year, it's definitely building up.
Yeah, in the beginning it wasn't a lot, so I was I thought it was gonna be more right off the bat, but it wasn't. So, but now it's getting more. So.
And how do you feel about missing those first high school experiences?
Some of it's disappointing, especially since we've waited so long to do certain things. But we've also gotten to the point where we're kind of used to missing things now, where it doesn't affect us as much.
I was kind of upset in the beginning, but hopefully when we if we go back to school, we'll get the chance to do the same thing. So.
Okay, well, thank you for your time today. Thanks for doing the interview with us.
Every 4 years in our nation, we elect a President of the United States, the most powerful position in the entire country. And if this year hasn't stressed you out enough, it's also a presidential election year. Presidential elections are incredibly crucial as they determine the leader of this nation for the next 4 years. Voting in the general election is one of the most direct ways that you can have a say in the democratic process of this nation.
In 1776, America held their first presidential election after the Revolutionary War.
When the Civil War ended in 1865, black males were finally allowed to vote. However, black men were systematically prohibited to vote because the federal government passed intangible requirements such as literacy tests, poll taxes, as well as grandfather clauses.
Women were not allowed to vote until 1920 when the 19th Amendment was passed. Hence why it is so crucial for us to vote now that we have the chance to.
The fight for the right to vote was a century-long battle until the Voting Rights Act was passed in 1965.
Another issue is American citizens could only vote at age 21, but after the men were being drafted for the Vietnam War at 18, they protested to move the voting age to 18.
Since then, youth votes have been strongly encouraged because they are the generation with the future in their hands. So, if you're 18 on November 3rd, exercise your rights as an American citizen and vote.
To participate in this over 200-year-old democratic process, though, you need to register by October 13th. Here's how you do it. First, go to jsabethevote.org. Then type in your full name and click Continue. Then type your street address, zip code, and birthday. After that, type in your email and phone so they can contact you with voting deadlines. After they have confirmed that you haven't voted already, all you have to do is select your state and county. Then it will take you to your state website where you'll enter some other information that includes your social security number or driver's license number and your address. Finally, select your political party and submit. Don't want to take the risk of voting in person? All you have to do is fill out the form to vote by mail. Make sure you submit your ballot early though, so it has plenty of time to be counted before November 3rd. Plus, in New Jersey, 17-year-olds can register today, even if they can't vote in this election.
Throughout history, people have fought hard for your right to vote, and it's a civic duty that impacts everyone in this nation. So what are you waiting for? Go out there and register to vote.
So I'm here with Miss Gordon for the Week of Respect. So can you tell us a little bit about what you do for the school?
So I'm the district student assistance coordinator. I set up the drug and alcohol prevention and intervention programs and other mental health programs. So I'm a counselor on one half of my job, and the other half of my job is doing prevention work. Like I work with the PTA for Think Purple Week. I do the Green Dot program, which most of the upperclassmen have gone through. So those are some of the prevention activities I do. And one of the things that we like to focus on is in October is the Week of Respect. And then later in the month, we'll be looking at the Violence Prevention Awareness Week.
Okay. Yeah. So can you tell us, what is the importance of the Week of Respect?
So the Week of Respect actually came around the same time the bullying laws were created in the state of New Jersey. After there was a Rutgers student who committed suicide because of bullying by his roommate and some online postings and things like that. So the state came up with, the state of New Jersey and the Department of Education came up with this idea that we should do something where respect should happen all the time, but we want to highlight it during this week. We should always be respectful. We should always be respectful ourselves, respectful of others, and they wanted to really highlight a time where it was specifically curriculum driven. Like in the elementary schools, they're having all kinds of lessons about respect. In the middle school, they're doing some kind of activities. Unfortunately, some of the stuff is limited during COVID. And then in high school, we just want to kind of remind you of everything you've learned coming through school, that, just be a little bit more respectful if it's possible, because some of you guys are so awesome already.
So going off of that, what are some things that students can do for the Week of Respect this year?
So some of the things that kids can do. So what can students do for Week of Respect? One is I always start with, you should respect yourself. Always respect yourself. So what does that mean? So I'm going to sound like a parent, get a good night's sleep, eat healthy. But what I really think in times like this, where we're in a pandemic and stuff like that, is how do we respect ourselves? Doing something kind. Doing something kind always makes us feel better, especially when I think like I'm really feeling down in the dumps. You know what? I'm going to do something. Like I can send a text to somebody. I can say hello to somebody. When we're in person in school, I always challenge students to smile at 10 people. Or say hello to 2 people you wouldn't normally say hello to. Like go into class and just say hi to that boy that drives you crazy, or that girl that always makes fun of your clothes. Just be nice to them. And see how that feeling goes. Just little things like that. Now when we're in COVID, you can do is so one of the things I think would really be a challenge is not to go on social media.
Yeah.
So to take a break, take a day, week, take a couple hours where you're just not on social media, not looking at it, not thinking about it, just to respect your brain, your brain and your eyes, to give yourself a little break. The other thing is that if you are on social media, post something positive. Post something positive that shows, really, go deep and think about who you are as a person. Like just, some of the staff have things that say, their monograms for their emails and stuff is be nice. Just be nice. Be nice. Do something like that. Look up quotes. Look up things. You can Google it. I do it all the time. Quotes by famous people about respect. And it's like amazing. Like, you know, this is not something that we newly created. You know, people have been respectful through eternity. It's just sometimes we forget that, you know, like we are responsible to be respectful.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for having this meeting. Again, I'm here with Miss Gordon for the Week of Respect.
Do something good for you and do something good for somebody else. And, you know, we'll all be there. Thank you.
Thank you so much.